Hi, my beloveds, and welcome to Real Talk Wednesdays with Dr. Elizabeth. I'm so happy to be here with you, and I have a really deep topic we're going to talk about today. So as you saw from the title, we're going to be talking about forgiveness. Ooh, I talk a lot about this in my book because it is such a powerful practice to do, and because so many people are resistant to it. Here's the thing, my beloveds. Holding on to forgiveness only hurts us. No matter what it is, it's not worth holding on to because it only takes you down and it only harms your life. I'm sure you heard me say this if you guys read my book. Not forgiving someone else, like holding it against them and not forgiving them, is like drinking rat poison and expecting them to die. It's like they're going on with their life. They're doing their thing. But for us, if we hold on to unforgiveness, it literally disrupts and destroys the fabric of our life. So for that reason, above everything else, it's great to forgive. And here's the bonus part, my beloveds. Oh my gosh. When we forgive, it's like having a spiritual facelift. It's like you let that poo-poo go. That poo-poo pulls down on us. It holds us down. It makes us look older. It ages us. It makes us feel heavy. Energetically, people don't want to be around us because it's such heavy energy. You let that go, and it's literally like, whoosh, it's like getting a spa treatment for your whole body and being. So if you don't, I always say, in fact, I say this in my book too, forgive if for no other reason but the sheer vanity of it. And it's true. If you can't find it in your heart to forgive them for just, a deep spiritual reason, forgive them for vanity reasons. I mean, you're going to look and feel a heck of a lot better if you do. So let me go ahead. I want to share with you a story from my own life of forgiveness and the powerful effect it had on me. And then I'm going to give you guys a tip that you can take with you to help you with forgiveness in your own life. So, as many of you who read my book know, I was a dentist, I practiced, and then I left. And I went off and I did all these other amazing adventures. I traveled the world as a professional skater, as a professional dancer, I was a fitness model, I was a journalist. I did so many wonderful, wonderful, exciting and adventurous careers, and I loved every one of them. And I remember talking to my girlfriend, Gail, one day. And we were talking about how my life hadn't opened up in the way she saw it for me and in the way I saw it for myself. She's powerfully clairvoyant as well. And we knew there was something stuck in the way. And I was like, oh man, what am I going to do? And then she looked at me. I remember, never forget this. She looked at me and she said, you have to go back to dentistry. You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive your father, and you have to forgive this practice that nearly took you to your grave. And I was like, oh. And in the moment she said it, I mean, literally it was as if she punched me in the gut. But the moment she said it, I was like, she's right. And I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. But I was like, I have to go back and do this. And so I went back to work as a dentist. There had been a gentleman in the gym who knew I was a dentist, and he had been trying to get me to come to work with him from the time he found out I was a dentist. And I kept on saying, no, I don't do it anymore, I don't do it anymore. So I knew I had a job. If I went back, I had a job. I jammed through and took 50 units of continuing education in like the course of a week, which is insane. And I called him up on the phone and I said, if you'll have me, I'll come to work for you. And he's like, great, I would love that. So I went back and I literally, on my way to work, on my lunch break, on my way home, and literally for the first several weeks of going back and working as a dentist, I did this profound, radical forgiveness work. I forgave myself for not being strong enough to stand up against my father. I forgave my father for being so forceful. I was terrified not to do what my own passion was in my life. I forgave the practice itself because it was so miserable for me. I just forgave every aspect of the whole situation. And it was so profoundly transformative in my life. It literally is why I'm sitting here today. It's why I wrote my book. It's why I'm able to go back and do YouTube. It's why I'm here with you guys right now. It's why I coach people. It literally altered the course of my life in that profound of a way, because it was literally the thing, like that block that was holding me from just absolutely exploding into the career and life that I was dreaming about. So my beloveds, and it just transformed my entire life for the better. So my beloveds, if any of you can relate to this story, if any of you are feeling like you're stuck in your relationships, in your career, about making money or the lack thereof, any friendships, any aspect of your life, maybe it's because there's an opportunity and an invitation to infuse forgiveness into the situation. So I'm going to give you guys a tip on what to do to help you use forgiveness as a way to bust through that block and really move forward into the life of your dreams. And I promise you, my beloveds, I promise you, as you saw from my story, it works. And not only from my own life, but for the lives of everybody that I coach. When we start doing this forgiveness work, it is so profound and so powerful. First, start out by just coming to terms with being able to forgive. I want you to switch the way you look at forgiveness. Instead of thinking it as something that you have to do, like you lose something from it. Oh, if I forgive them, it lets them off the hook. It makes me wrong and it makes them right. All of this noise that is, surrounding forgiveness, because there's a lot of noise around forgiveness. And there's a lot of energy like that around that. If you can switch it from thinking, I'm not going to do that, they're the ones that hurt me, and you switch it to, I'm going to forgive because I want to give myself the gift of life, the gift of love, the gift of health, the gift of beauty, and the gift of openness and beautiful relationships. And my beloveds, if you can just say that, I am going to switch the way I look at it. So what I want you to do is just take out a piece of paper or take out your journal and a pen and write down all the people that you have not forgave in your life, or the situations, or maybe there's something you haven't forgiven yourself for. So if you can just begin to shift the way you look at forgiveness, it changes everything, my beloveds. I promise you, it changes everything. So your homework for this week, I call them winnables, not homework, is to begin to make a list of anyone who you need to forgive, who's done you wrong, and you can put yourself on that list, because a lot of times we hold ourselves hostage when it comes to forgiveness and lack thereof as well. And then I want you just to begin to look at that list, and I want you just to say, okay, can I just shift the way I look at this? From holding them accountable, having done me wrong, to I give myself the greatest gift in the world of freedom and love and beauty and life and all that is wonderful if I can just forgive. That's the first step, my beloveds. So just see if you can start there. This is a big subject. It's a big topic. People tend to have a very difficult time forgiving. But I'm telling you, if you can do it, it is utter and complete freedom, bliss, joy, beauty, and everything that's amazing in life. All right, my beloveds, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue this conversation over on my Patreon page. So if you haven't already, I'm going to put the link right here. Head on over to Patreon. I do beautiful podcasts over there, and I also do raw vegan and vegan recipes over there. It's a really fun platform. So go on over there and check it out. And then also, I'm going to be diving much deeper into all these concepts and all of these topics and techniques over in my coaching program, which I'm launching later on this month. So if you'd like to take this deeper, this conversation, this practice, a healthy lifestyle, a healthy spiritual life, a beautiful life, if you want to manifest a great, magnificent, intimate, loving relationship, career, a better career, or start your own project if you're interested in making more money, or just having a more extraordinary, exciting, adventurous, and beautiful life. That's what my coaching program does. So if you're interested, I'm going to put my little email right here. You can email me, even if you're just email me if you want to get more information on it, because we're really taking the topics we talk about here in Real Talk Wednesday, and we're diving deeper and really helping people have really wonderful and extraordinary lives. All right, my beloveds, you guys know I love you. I love you. Just, my heart is so full of love and appreciation for you. Seriously, to the moon and back, to infinity and back. I adore you all so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your presence here. It means the world to me. And remember, you can do this. You can do all of this. And I'm here to support you every step of the way. All right. I'll see you next time. Ciao.